Butterfly, like white clouds to a blue sky. We go together like the forecast to any weather, like twins when they're together, like BFFs but only better. We go together like sugar and cream.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again Monday, 9:15, Spotlight of the City. I am your host, Stan Long, along with the lovely super duper co-host, Mrs. Robin Bryant.
That's me.
Miss Robin.
Oh, everything.
You looking all orangish.
So are you. You always trying to match me every week.
I know. I think you be looking in my closet trying to see me wear something. How you been?
I've been good.
What you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I should have been out at the BET Awards.
BET Awards was all over the place. The city was on fire.
But it's the hip hop, so we got to get somebody young to.
Yeah, we're gonna get DayyBella to do it. She good at that.
We might get DayyBella.
She all over the place.
I mentioned it to you the other day.
So that's our super duper guest we got coming up. DayyBella, stay tuned, you guys. We got a super guest today. She is doing her thing in the ATL and on her way around the world. Mrs. Fashion Play / Mrs.
Entrepreneur /
philanthropist. She's doing everything I'm trying to do. I'm gonna be like her when I get a little bigger.
Okay, and she about 20 years younger than you. I'm 25 years younger than you.
I mean, well, what about you though?
Hey, I'm doing some things. I don't know.
Well, we proud of her. We glad to have her on the show. And yeah, she is doing some super duper things. And she's 20 years younger than Robin.
Oh,
so anyway,
okay.
Robin, I'm glad you have her as a guest today, and we looking forward to that. We have a hot topic also, you guys, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna talk. It's kind of like what everybody's kind of been talking about, but I felt we need to give some attention to this domestic violence situation. And so we want y'all to weigh in, get in the chat room and weigh in and let us know what you think about this domestic violence situation. Is it on the rise, or is this just media hype that's going on right now? Yeah,
because it could have just been.
Is it some fluff
going on all
along?
It's
been going on, but we're gonna get into that a little later on. So anyway, what you got for us today? Any hot topics, trending topics, word on the street? What you got?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of things going on. I think Khloe Kardashian and French Montana.
Well, that's word on the street. It ain't the verdict's still out on that, but word on the street is Khloe Kardashian and the boy French Montana broke up. So to speak.
Why? And what was the word on the street that you heard?
Well, from my sources, they were saying that the young fella had some other things going on and got caught up. Actually, it was supposed to be him messing with one of her friends behind her back, so to speak, throwing a little jab at her.
Would that be his problem, or his fault, or her girlfriend's fault?
That's a good question. I don't know whose fault it would be, but hey, I mean, it's hard to say.
I guess it depends on how it went down. Did he text her, or did he try to reach her and she didn't say nothing back, or was she going on?
I don't really know now. I don't know how it went. I'm just telling you, the boy tried to reach out to the girlfriend. Have you ever heard a situation like that?
No, not necessarily.
Like you dating a guy and he reach out to one of your girlfriends behind your back and try to.
Yeah. You
had that happen.
That has happened. If I told you who it was, you'd die. You'll fall out on the floor.
All right, well, don't even tell me. Don't do it.
You'll fall out on the floor.
So how did you deal with it? Did you take it personal? Did you fire the dude? Did you still date him?
She told me about it right after it happened. And I believed her, actually, and I asked him, and guess what? He said, yeah, I did.
Well, hey, absolutely.
He said, yeah, I did.
He kept it G. He kept it 100. Well, you can't get mad at that. He didn't lie to you.
I took a bag of his clothes over to his brother's house immediately. And
there we go.
What I'm saying? What did you want me to do?
Well, we had this topic one time. You said, why do men lie? Because of that. The bag could be over the cousin house.
Okay, then the thing is, if you bad enough to do it, then you should be bad enough to, take the consequences.
But can you handle the truth?
Yeah, I handled the truth, and then I handled the bag. What do you want me to do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You handled the bag. You mishandled the situation.
No,
because if the man kept it 100 with you, then you were supposed to say, okay, well, let's talk about it. I ain't gonna just throw yourself out the street.
We talked about it, yelled about it, I threw the stuff out.
And then yelled at him and threw the stuff in the street.
What else?
You yelled at the man and threw the stuff in the street.
Tell me how you thought it was supposed to play out.
If I'm being honest?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm being honest. That's a pass right away. I'm coming to you being honest. Most men, like you said, gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you asked me not to lie to you, so I'm coming to you telling the truth. Don't I get something for that?
Hell no, because you still tried to talk to her. Now what you want me to do about that situation?
Well, at least you know you can trust me not to lie about it.
Because I could have slashed your tires or put some sugar in your tank or something.
You took it back.
All I did. That's
you took it back to the slashing the tire.
But I am reformed.
Yes, thank God for the reformation. Yes, you reformed.
That's right.
Are you sure you reformed?
Yeah, that's why I only did the bag.
Because you still look like you got a little tire slash.
I only did the bag, buddy.
You only did the bag.
So anyway, I heard that it wasn't even about that anyway.
Well, what you heard?
I heard that Khloe. I heard that Khloe left because she said she was still in love with Lamar.
That don't really sound right, because she hung in there with Lamar for a long time, and Lamar kind of.
But if you in love with somebody, then you'll go through that with them, right?
That's true. Okay,
maybe.
We're moving on later for her anyway. Okay, we hope everything work out for you, Chloe. I don't know what's going on with your boyfriends, but anyway, we moving on. Next.
Well, I don't know. The hacking pictures.
Oh.
What's going on with that? But see, the thing is, I thought that about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they had some other, I don't know, Caucasian people. And now, all of a sudden, it seems like they got Gabrielle, Rihanna, and all kinds of people.
Now, see, that's what we waiting on the pictures. Well, not me personally.
I'm not waiting on the pictures.
But we need the pictures for the show. We didn't have the pictures, but we wasn't going to show the pictures.
You want to show the
little blur. But I mean,
the nude pictures. We're talking about
not
the
all the way
pictures.
nude. We was going to put the little. But I was intrigued because some of my favorites got hacked. So I think they was in my wish list. Like they went down my wish list.
And you wanted to see it.
Gabrielle, yes. Did they get Nia Long?
I didn't hear Nia, but I don't know.
Well, that's on my wish list. But anyway,
I think Nia, Kim Kardashian.
Not so much. But what's
Megan Good?
Megan. Oh, I love.
You talking about all the married people?
Megan, I know. Now, shout out to Megan Good though, because I'm gonna tell you something. I do love her. I'm just being honest. But Megan Good has married the big homie. I respect him. What's the boy name?
I don't know.
He a pastor, right?
Right.
But he's more over a Sony exec. They always say he a pastor and this and that. They don't talk about his business.
He's a Sony exec.
He a bad boy at Sony too. He a big boy over there. So shout out to them. And I know he kind of his feelings because his wife, Lord, is all.
Well, she shouldn't have never took him. What about that?
Maybe he took him.
So what? But it shouldn't have never been in nobody's phone.
You think
to come out of the cloud.
You think if you're a pastor, would you take?
I don't even care if he's a pastor or not. He could be a football player. I don't care who he is. There shouldn't have been no pictures.
Well, I mean, I
know you take the pictures and send them to people, but I'm just saying, I don't understand why people do it.
Well, I'm just saying, you never know what happened. Like, say they was in a relationship and they thought it was private. Most of the stuff's supposed to be private.
Ain't nothing private that's coming through this phone.
It's supposed to be, though. Like, we're not thinking that we're going to leak it out to the public.
Matter of fact, they're probably looking at you right now from on your thing.
I put the thing.
You got no tape right
here. I'm already ahead of you. But I mean, I don't know. The hacker's doing a lot, but some of this stuff for publicity, I don't know that it's actually, this case is for publicity, but I think that a lot of it is for publicity. So how would you feel like hack your picture, put your picture all out there?
Publicity for who? Apple? In the cloud?
Well, no, not for Apple. I mean for the people got their stuff hacked. It's like a sex tape. It's publicity. Put the sex tape out.
But they didn't think nobody was going to see it.
Well, they didn't, but everybody naked?
I think so, yeah.
I'm
sure you'll be Googling tonight, so I
might have to check it out and verify the source. Everybody telling the truth, because everybody can't get together and tell the same lie. I want to see it for myself.
Okay, well,
have you seen anything?
No.
Okay,
I ain't look for it. Well, what I look like looking for it?
We are media.
So what?
We on TV. So you didn't know.
So because we are media, you think I'm just about to go look at some naked females?
When we get over here, I want you to Google those pictures and send them to me.
No, you want to Google.
And I need you to send them. But anyway, get on.
Get on. Next Alicia Keys is expecting. Again.
Okay, congratulations to them. And I'm glad for them too. They doing good as a couple. I haven't heard any negativity in the media, because I be riding for my people to do good in the media. I want Jay and Beyonce to make it. I want who else we want to make it?
I don't know who you want to make.
All the celebrity couples that come together. Like, that's a good look. I think if you can come together in Hollywood and both of y'all getting a good check and y'all bring y'all check together and stay together, that's a good thing. No?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, anyway, I think they're power couples. I'm for
that's what I'm saying.
A
power couple. That's what's happening, because we don't have many.
Well, what about the comedian Cheryl Underwood? You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard.
She's just in her feelings, though.
I mean, but she should be a little bit. You can't talk crazy on the phone, and we know each other.
Well, I didn't even realize. Well, what had happened was Cheryl Underwood accidentally heard. I don't know if it was an accident. Well, I think she got on the call and she wasn't supposed to be on the line, and they started talking about she's funny looking and all that. Adele Gibbons, Laura Hayes, some more, and all of them was talking about her. They was joning them.
Yeah, and they were saying she's too ugly to be on the circuit with them, and why you looking at me? I didn't say it, Robin. I'm just saying. They said she was too funny looking to be on the circuit with them, and they gonna make the sales bad, and she was gonna this and that, and that's why she didn't make Queen of Comedy.
Well, she heard him, honey, and she let him. She finally let them know that she heard him.
But she took it. I think she did it in a good way, though. Like,
one of them, I think Laura. I think she on Twitter a couple days ago, she went back at her.
And said?
Something like, basically she just in her feelings, but she didn't say that they didn't say it.
No, she did. I mean, they almost admitted they said it, but she handled it in a big girl way. Like, she didn't, like, throw jazz back at them. She said she was broken, but not bruised, but not broken, or something to that effect, and just kept it moving. Like, you hurt my feelings, but I'm gonna still get a check.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna get a check too, though. She's doing pretty good. So shout out to Cheryl Underwood. And you can't help how you look. When you're born, you got this look, and da-da-da. And
Sam, come on now.
No. Okay, so we moving on. I mean, you can though, but I'm not saying she's funny looking. I'm just saying the people said she was funny looking, Robin.
But you just now said, never mind.
I said she can't help how she look.
Yes.
I shouldn't say that?
No.
Well, you can't help how you look. If Stan funny looking, then that's how Stan was born, and that's what it is. I just got to dress up my funny looking. You know
that's why you always wearing glasses, trying to make yourself look smart and all that.
How is looking, y'all? Do I look smart? Uh-oh. Do I look smart in my glasses?
Let's see who in the chat room. What's up, Corey? Tamika, good evening.
What's going on, Corey? Tamika in the chat room. Everybody get in the chat room, because when we come back, we're going to have our guest, and she is going to be on fire and going to tell y'all how to get y'all weight up with the marketing, the fashion, and everything else she got going on, you guys. She looking real fly, too, today. Mommy should be proud. She's in the studio as well.
That's right.
Yeah, Mommy did a good job.
We need to hurry up and get to it too.
How do you say it?
She got
Mommy manager?
I think it's a mom manager. Mom manager.
Mom manager.
Mom manager.
Yeah.
Momager.
She's the momager.
Momager.
In other words, mom is managing, and
Correct.
she's handling that business.
She's doing that.
So don't y'all be running up on her daughter trying to be all cute and stuff, because Mommy is on the scene.
And she ain't no joke.
And she's not playing. And she got her track shoes on.
That.
And she'll chase you down if you try to do something.
I promise you that.
And that's on everything. Shout out to everybody in the DMV. Shout out to the whole ATL. ATL did their thing Thursday. Kiki. Shout out to Kiki in the chat room. Hey, Kiki. ATL did their thing. I mean, Atlanta did their thing Thursday. Did you see the game?
No, I didn't see it, but it was on, but I wasn't really
good game. I mean, it wasn't a good game, so to speak, but I mean, it was good for the city. 56-14.
That was crazy.
That's an atrocity.
Crazy.
So anyway, before we get into that, I want to wrap up the sports thing, because when we come back, we're gonna get her on, so we won't have her a short time. We want to make sure that she can get all her stuff out, and then we got to get the topic in as well. So we're gonna wrap up the sports situation. Did your team win?
Who, the Redskins?
Yeah.
First of all, let's be clear. I don't really have a team because I don't care about sports. But if I had a team, it would be the Redskins, you traitor,
so we're gonna
and then Falcons.
We're gonna pretend that's your team this week.
Okay.
So the Redskins almost won.
I heard they almost won because I didn't watch the game. I heard they almost won, and it was a good game.
Great game. They played Philly. Shout out to Philly. They
what
won.
About your fake team?
Which one?
Baltimore
is my home team. Baltimore pulled it out. Shout out to Baltimore at the end. They kicked the field goal. Tough game. They played a tough game. They pulled it out, and also my Giants won.
Oh,
so now
both of them won.
Yeah, they won. We smashed. So anyway, we looking good. It was some real good games on this weekend. I don't know. Of course, you wasn't watching no games, but all the fellas, I know y'all was watching the games. So Corey, Caleb, I know y'all watched the games, man. Y'all seen some tough games. So anyway, we're gonna get into this commercial, and when we come back, we're gonna have our super duper guest, the lovely Miss DayyBella is gonna be in the building. So Al, you gonna take us to a commercial real quick, and when we come back, we'll have the guest. We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city.
Head house.
I swear I've been at this for a while. 7th grade, Jones witnessed my sound. He shaped me up, lifted up off the ground. I searched deep, music is what I found. I know I will be great one day. I'm waiting patiently, I know my time will come. I know my time will come. All I want is to be successful. It takes time, continuation, persistence. I'm driving to be the best I can, to be successful, prove them all wrong. That's the plan. Turn my biggest hater into my #1 fan. I gotta make it to the top, yeah, I know I am. I'm driving to be the best I can, to be successful, prove them all wrong. That's the plan. Turn my biggest hater into my #1 fan. I gotta make it to the top, yeah, I know I am. When I thought I couldn't go on no more, I turned to family, they had my back. Knew I had a gift, couldn't give it back. All I want is to be successful. It takes time, dedication, commitment. I'm driving to be the best I can, to be successful, prove them all wrong. That's the plan. Turn my biggest hater into my #1 fan. I gotta make it to the top, yeah, I know I am. I'm driving to be the best I can, to be successful, prove them all wrong. That's the plan. Turn my biggest hater into my #1 fan. I gotta.
Hey, we are back at Spotlight Over the City, and we have DayyBella here with us. Hey,
welcome aboard.
What's going on? We have Miss DayyBella, and if y'all don't know who this is, I don't know who don't know, because I swear she got over 150,000, 150,000 followers on Instagram alone. We're going to talk about how in the world that happened, but she's an entrepreneur. She is a fashion mogul. She is a philanthropist. She is everything.
She's a go-getter.
We about to find out what's going on.
At 19, y'all.
Here
20,
is she's 20.
Oh, wait a minute.
I thought she's
been gained one. When you get my age, you're going to want to subtract them numbers. Yeah, okay, 20.
So, at any rate, we have Miss DayyBella here. Welcome, Day.
Welcome to the
thanks
building.
For having me.
Yes, we had to have you, honey. You the first one for this season. So, I said, this one here, we have got to have her, because I swear, I don't know how she do it at 20.
I don't know either. When do you find time to go to sleep? Because
that's
seeing all the stuff that you're doing. So
actually, I just find time to fit it in my schedule. But I always have time to sleep. But
if nothing else,
that's funny, huh?
Yeah, right.
Right.
But just balancing everything else is just.
So I mean, I follow you. I've been following you for some years now. You have your own T-shirt line, because I have one of your T-shirts actually. Yes. And I mean, you are doing the thing. My thing is, I mean, I see you in all these fashion. I see you do probably a photo shoot a week. I'm not sure, 2-3 photo shoots a week. Mm-hmm. Are you doing people's makeup lines, hair lines, clothing lines? They want you to just put their stuff on because you are DayyBella.
Yes, basically it's like brand ambassador. Okay. So I just represent for a hair brand or clothing line, or if they want me to be on their website, then I do it.
Okay, well, let's start from the beginning. How in the world, because we all want to know, how do you get over 100,000 followers? Please give us a plan.
My plan is, I don't know, it's for me, but I just post my everyday life. People loves what I do every day and what I wear and my fashion sense. So basically just posting my everyday life really makes my followers go up.
So where are you from? You from Georgia, DC? You're originally from DC?
Yes. But I'm from here because Atlanta, I've been here for 10 years. Okay. So I'm only 20, so I'm...
Right, you're only 20, so half your life you've been here. Okay.
Yeah, she a DC ATLian. So
yes.
Well, I guess I can call myself the same thing. I've been here almost 20 years, so...
That's it.
And that was half my life,
That's right. So that's big. So you say you in school as well?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
what are you taking up?
Mass communications.
Oh, that was my That was my. I have a degree in that.
So this right up here.
So I might be able. Maybe I can follow in her footsteps.
Maybe I can follow yours.
That's what my degree is in. Oh wow! So let's talk about a couple of things that I know that you have done. Ladies Who Brunch, or is that what it's called?
Yes, it's Ladies Who Brunch Atlanta.
Okay, then how did that come about, and exactly what is it?
Ladies Who Brunch Atlanta is a networking event for women to come together in different industries as far as like entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me and my business partner. We came up with, different ideas, and we just thought about something we can gravitate to the women in our city. And it'll be fun, and networking is a great thing. So that's how we came about.
So you have like different panelists, because I remember thinking, "Ooh, I want to go to that last one y'all had." But I swear the tickets was about $200. I said, "Lord have mercy, who in the world's paying about $200 to get up in this thing?" You got some big mobile folks, heavy hitters, either on the panel and in the audience, because that's where I said I got to get my money up, honey.
But that's the thing though. At 20 years old, you're able to pull
that
some
kind
of the big names
on
your ticket at 20. I think that speaks volumes.
I promise you. You think I'm playing? The ticket was like, how much was it? $150?
It was $100 at the door. It was $150.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, let me get my money together for real. I'm gonna have to get it up for the next one.
That show you the type of weight she's pulling, and that's the people that was on the
because
panel.
I think the last time was Nicole Bitches.
The last one it was more as local people, entrepreneurs. Then this one we try to reach out to the.
But she was on.
Yeah, Nicole Bitches.
Right, she was on.
We had Cynthia. We had Candy Burris.
Mm-hmm.
We had Latasha Wright, Emily B.
Oh, she's so modest.
Okay,
right. She's pulling out all these names.
All these names.
We had
all the pictures
and my homegirl such and such.
Right. It don't matter. And so, what else are you doing as far as entrepreneurship? Because, like I said, I know about your clothing. Well, your t-shirts. Is it just t-shirts?
Mm-hmm. T-shirt line. Now I'm working on my blazer line.
Oh,
so it should be
coming
coming out
blazers,
real soon.
Girl.
Yes, I do too.
So
on Instagram, they have those. You have those some pictures of your shirts and stuff like that. You post.
And I know it's on DayyBella.com on her website. So what is that called? What is your t-shirt line?
It'll be called, my t-shirt line is Bella Bar Tees.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then my blazer line would be called Yaira J, which is my name. Yaira J Collection.
Oh, okay. You did that. And so
you 20.
Right. I don't know. She looking 20,
I'm
but I'm just saying.
Because it's a lot of business sense.
Right. It's a lot going on.
Package. And I'm proud of you. I want to say that, first of all, I like what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I see that it's going to be huge. It's already huge. It's going to explode and get even bigger because you're only 20.
Right.
So as long as you keep that mindset, I think that it can never fail. So.
Let's just mention your mother's your manager.
Yes, she is.
And so how did this come about? And I mean, did you pick her or she made herself your own? Did she just said, I'm going to be your manager?
Did she just sign on up?
Right.
Did you sign on up?
We both discussed it.
It was mutual?
Yeah, it was mutual.
Because, sometimes they just be pushy, honey, and they talking about they about to be, they doing this. You know what I'm saying? They running the money and they doing this. But I happen to know your manager. So I'm good with that one. You got to watch them sometimes, girl.
Was she pushy?
Now, she's pushy, but,
She pushy.
She's pushy.
She's something else.
Mommy pushy.
She's something else. We're going to have on how to be a mom manager. What is it called?
Mom manager.
No, a momager.
A momager.
We are wrong. Momager.
Yeah, so she says she's doing a great job, though.
She is. Because all of this is going on. I don't understand. Well, why don't you tell us about some other things that's going
on? Well, sometimes I reach out and give back. I like to give back to the community, so I do like homeless, feed the homeless, prom giveaway, back to school giveaway. So you can follow me on Instagram and see my, my future events and stuff like that.
Okay, so who inspires you the most?
Someone that inspired me is my mother, of course. And I really love Keke Palmer because she's like my age. And
she has her own little show now.
Yeah, she's super cool.
She cut her hair off. You want to cut your hair?
I might.
You'll be cute though with it.
I might. I gotta start over anyway.
It don't matter because we're just gonna put a weave in it anyway. We feel like it. It don't matter if you cut it short or not.
Yeah, be sure don't. You wouldn't even know.
So what are some of your main hobbies? What else do you do? I mean,
I like to travel. Okay. I love to travel. I love to shop. I love to take pictures. I love to read.
Well, you would definitely love to take pictures.
Robin can hang out with
the now or traveling, honey. So where's the furthest place you've been? Because that's what I do.
Yeah, that is what you do.
So where's the furthest place?
The furthest place I've been was Greece, Athens, Greece.
Oh,
that was fun. What about you?
And how was that? Well, Hong Kong was the furthest place I've been.
Okay,
and you would love Hong Kong because it is shopping at galore. Yes. Shopping after shopping after
That's
shopping.
That's why I want to go to Paris, London, up in that area.
Yeah. So
wow, at 20, how did you get such drive? Like, when did you start to realize I want to be an entrepreneur? I don't want to work for anybody.
Yeah, I've realized that, like, coming out of high school when I was a senior in that type of form. Because I used to work for 51 Miles, which is for the T.I. and Tiny show. So I used to work for that. It wasn't really consistent, but it was pretty cool to, you know, to be on set and see how things work out. But then I was like, maybe I can, like, because I'm building this fan base, I was like, let me just see what I can do with it. And since then, it's just been successful, so I just took it and ran with it.
So you were kind of like an intern on the show? I
was an intern, and they moved me up. I got promoted to a PA. But I started off as an intern.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in about 5 years?
In about 5 years, I really want to see myself at least like hosting like a big TV show, or I might want to even see myself acting in a movie and having my t-shirt line and my blazer line in big stores, major stores like department
Well, the hosting part, we can give you a little something to do.
We
can start that off. We can go ahead and start that off right now, honey, because we need a young hip mogul like you, honey, on our team, because I promise you, me and Stan was just talking about this last week, how we need a young fresh face to be, because you could have just did all that little BET hip hop stuff that we didn't really want to do. We over 40. We over 40. We wasn't in the place. Now, so but we could have had you covering all of that. You know what I mean?
I was there.
You was there. Now see, all we had to do was have
all she would have had is a mic. Spotlight.
That's all she had to do.
We're gonna look you up on that.
We really gonna talk about it for real.
Okay, we need to talk
for real. We can do that ASAP. Go ahead on and start you on that. So the projects that you're working on currently, are you still doing how often do you do the brunch?
Normally we do it like twice a month, but we kind of took a little break, but we coming back. We going to LA in
I was about to say, is it only in Atlanta
or in November?
Oh,
so we're trying to move on up, but we about to push out.
I need to find out today because my birthday is in November. You know, I like to be all over the place.
Yeah.
It might be a good excuse. A good excuse for me to get to LA.
Right.
That's right. I haven't been in a while. What?
So anyway, on your trip to LA, what exactly are you guys going out there to do? Is it a secret? Is it
It's a seminar. It's just basically like our event that we have here. Normally we have like a panel and we, discuss their struggles and stuff they go through as being an entrepreneur. Gotcha. And a lot of people look up to them. So that's the same thing.
So it is just the brunch is just only about entrepreneurship, basically.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
It's nothing personal. Okay. It's just basically entrepreneurship.
You having something.
Yeah.
To get to the next level.
Right.
Gotcha.
All right now.
So you gonna stay on with us and talk about this situation? I know you kind of.
But before that, go ahead and give us all your IM, Facebook, all of that stuff.
Give it to me twice too.
Okay, yeah, you guys can stay connected with me on Instagram at DayyBella with 2 Y's. Twitter, DayyBella with 2 Y's. Everything is DayyBella, even DayyBella.com, everything. So make sure you guys
spell it out for them. Make sure.
DayyBella. Make sure you.
So just Google DayyBella and all of it should come up.
Yeah.
He's all over the place.
So get your pens ready because there's gonna be a lot of stuff come up. A bunch of stuff come up.
You want to say anything for last words before we get to this other topic? Because we want you to chime in on it too.
Up that you want to announce?
I'm just gonna go with y'all. Go roll.
Okay.
So you gonna stay on it?
Yeah, I'm
gonna stay on. She already in. That's right.
Oh, she a natural. She's gonna roll with the flow.
She's gonna roll with it.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the topic then, since we don't have too much time left, you guys. Of course, you've heard a lot of this topic already in the media and in the chat room. I want you guys to weigh in. Basically, it's about domestic violence and is it on the rise? And the rest of that is, do you think it's media hype? Because some people are saying, well, no, I don't think it's on the rise, Stan. I think it's media. What do you think?
I don't know if it's on the rise. I think it's always been going on. I can remember when I was probably about 17, 18 years old, I have a very good friend who had called me over to the house to get her out of a situation. She was getting beat. I'm talking about blood was everywhere in the apartment. She called me to come get her 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I gets over there. Guess what she do?
What?
Fall on the ground, grab his leg, and I'm talking about it was dramatic. She ain't going nowhere. Now I'm over here.
Called you.
She called me at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I goes over here to get her. She crying. She ain't going nowhere.
Wow.
She ain't going. What you mean? You ain't going nowhere. And he looking at me like, what you doing here? Peace out and everything. Mind your business and all of that. So I mean, I think that it has been going on for quite some time. I just think that I don't know. Maybe it's just coming out more because more women are finally getting the nerve to speak about it. I don't know.
Well, I think it's a media thing too. I think the media is taking the famous, so to speak, quote unquote, people, and they're kind of blowing it up. And not to say that it's to make light of it, because it is what it is. But I don't think that it's on the rise. Like you said, I think it's been around forever. I don't think it's going anywhere, unfortunately. My opinion is women have to make that change. Women have to stand up and say, I'm not going to allow you to put your hands on me. When you do, I'm going to cut out on you.
Then we won't have all of this, because if they do it the first time, and they're going to continue to do it. Right. And my thing is, I think I don't know, because I've never been in that situation. I keep telling you this. I've never even seen my parents argue. I'm 42. Okay. Never even seen them argue. So I don't even know what it's about. I would not even be able to understand a man putting his hands on me. But, you know, I think I hear that it's psychological. They stay for psychological reasons. I don't know if it's, I don't know if they're intimidated or if they feel inferior. I'm not really sure what it is. But I promise you, if it was me, I'm going to promise you.
So do you
that'd be the last time he put his hands on me.
We know.
Okay.
We clear the last show. We're not going. Okay. So now let me ask you this, since we're talking about it. Is it possible that it really is on the rise and it's based on economic reasons? Like, for instance, a lot of relationships are suffering because of finances.
Right.
The economy is really bad right now for a lot of people. And when the economy gets bad in your household, a lot of times it sparks up other problems, drinking, this and that. That escalates to this and that. So I'm saying maybe that could have something to do with this public. It could, but it's spilling over into the public situation.
It could.
Not to say it is.
Let's just see what some of the people in the chat room
think it's
said.
on the rise? You just think it's the media hyping it up?
Caleb said, I think it's about equal. There's a rise in some crime and fall in another. Kiki said domestic violence and mental health run hand in hand right about now. You were right, Stan.
Yeah, I think also it's tough. I don't have the statistics to say that it's on the rise, but we definitely are hearing a lot of it with the Ray Rice situation and a lot of other people in the media now.
Well, let me ask you something. Have you ever been a part of that? Have you ever put your hands on a female?
Unfortunately, I have witnessed as a child. I witnessed that in my household growing up. My father was that person, and it kind of spilled over as a child. I was violent growing up as a child, not just with women. I was just violent, period. So it did come to a point where I had to realize that I had inherited a sort of the situation, I guess, so to speak. So them anger management classes and this and that. And I wasn't beating on women. I had a situation with a female.
A situation.
Yeah, with a
Did you hit her?
woman.
Or she hit you?
It wasn't even a hit. It was it was physical, but it wasn't punching and this and that. I didn't go
like shoving.
Well, you know how it is when you
wrestling,
dealing with a female and all this windmill and this and that. It's more so trying to restrain, and like then it turns into. I didn't actually, handle her as I would a guy.
But from that, you had physical. To go to classes and all that stuff.
Yes, and I thank God, though, for those classes, Robin.
Yeah, because you have anger issues.
Thank you, Robin.
You still have anger issues, actually.
I don't.
How many classes did you take?
I took 48. 24. It was a lot. I took a lot. Don't remind me, Rob. You messed my mind. This ain't about me, though.
I just want to know how personal it was.
But honestly, I embraced the situation, and I realized that it was wrong. You never... No matter what, and I want to say this too, no matter what, man, if you got a hitter, quit her. That's my motto. If you're dealing with a female and you feel like you got to put your hands on her, that means it went too far. That means the situation is going bad, and it's not going to be corrected anytime soon. So you need to just step off. That's the easiest way to deal with it. You don't have to argue. You don't have to feud, get the last word. Just leave.
Well, have you ever seen any... Well, I don't want to ask you if you ever been involved, but...
Well, you sure ain't mind asking me. Ask me anything
I don't know, but your mama sitting here and all of that stuff. I don't know if you... I mean, that might be another one of your callings, though, if you know what I mean.
Do not ever let a man... I don't care how much you value this man, because if he values you, then he won't want to put his hands on you. Right. But if you get in a situation, the man put his hands on you, I don't care if he had smoked 10 blunts, or he had 5 glasses of Remy, or whatever the case is, you gotta step off.
Ain't nothing good gonna come from that.
You don't even want to get in that arena and start allowing those things. Not that you would, but you don't want that to
Let me see. Well, I have a lot of people actually talking about how good they glad about DayyBella. Hold on. I really wish there was more of the younger generation. Kiki said, "Wait, hold on, my cursor went somewhere else."
That's why I said I was proud of you because you're so young.
Here we go. She knows her stuff. So happy for her, and we need more of the youngsters like her. And then I have someone that I personally know. Hey, Robin, it's Jerica Mallard. I just want to let DayyBella know I salute her and her whole journey, and I recognize a strong young woman striving for nothing but the best in life, and I love the show.
Thank you,
Robin. So yeah. What do you say to all of these?
All these accolades.
Yeah, these people are.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
That truly means a lot to me.
Yeah,
I think
so
people definitely realize that you are very talented and very young, and you seem to have a good head on your shoulders. Like you're grounded. Because you talk about philanthropy and giving away, and that's unheard of at 20 years old.
Yeah, 20. Woo, I was doing a lot of things at 20, but it wasn't that.
It wasn't giving away nothing, was it?
So I'm really proud of, because you know I follow you, girl. So let's get back to the chat room real quick. It say some people just do it for fun, no common sense, with no real trigger. Then again, there are those who are suffering with money and do things in the wrong way. Political, economics, just about everything is a trigger. Okay, which is basically what you said. And then Tamika said, I can't believe I agree with Stan on the hit.
I know, Tamika, we equal.
I seldom agree with Stan.
Tamika? Hey, but on another note, now you women take me up on this one. I have a friend, I won't say his name, I haven't spoken to him in a few years, but this gentleman is about 6'3", 6'4", about 240, 250. And the young lady he was married to was about 120.
Wow.
And she used to whoop him. Like, she literally would put her hands on this big dude. Now, this, to his credit, he was on that Jay-Z, like, in the elevator. Okay. I ain't going, look, I'm not trying to put my hands on you. I don't want to go to prison. I just want you to don't put your hands on me type of thing. Well, she took advantage of that for some years. Because, you know, it escalated.
So she was just beating him.
Oh, man. She took a golf club and busted 60 and screamed.
Apparently he did something, though. My thing is this.
See,
what did he do to trigger her to do something like that? Because, I mean, we just not just going to be doing that just because. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he did something. Maybe he put his hands on her. I don't know.
Wait a minute. What kind of logic?
Why we can't say that with y'all?
Because he's 300-400 pounds. She's only 120.
See, now that's the thing, women. Understand this. Just because you weigh 100 pounds, 85 pounds, or whatever, do not put your hands on a man. Because you put yourself in a situation for every action, there's a reaction. We are human. So yes, we can take certain things, but don't think that you're going to just be that spitting in the face.
Oh my God. You mentioned that the other day.
Oh, man, I'm still mad last week.
What happened?
Trust me, that
did somebody do that to you? Because you brought that up before.
Am I not? I'm free, ain't I? It didn't happen to me. No.
So if it would have happened, you wouldn't be free.
You can't spit in my face. You can't do that. You can cuss me out. You can slap me even. But you can't spit, though, in my face. That's the most degrading, trifling. You cannot. That's just unspeakable to do that. But anyway, he ended up in a shelter. He left his home
to get away from her.
Yes, this girl was bananas. He left the home to get away from this young lady. So I'm asking y'all ladies, what was his recourse? He calling the police. Oh my goodness, he got the police involved, right? That's how he got to the baddest stuff. The police clowned him.
He need more friends.
Oh man,
they thought it was funny because she was so small, though, right? She was so little that they made jokes on the scene about the situation, like, so, you know, basically, like, you couldn't defend yourself, like, you know, like, they thought
well, if he would have put his hands on it, then he would be in jail, not in the shelter.
That's the point. So he found refuge by just going to the shelter and let her have a house until they got separated.
He needs some family or somewhere.
Well,
he couldn't go nowhere.
His family, they was in South Carolina. His family, well, they was in Maryland, actually, but his family from South Carolina. So
well, he should have went to South Carolina.
He had a job in Maryland, and he couldn't afford to pay that rent, that mortgage, and go get another mortgage. So he ended up in a
sticky situation.
Is it a such thing as a bad as men shelter?
I would have stopped paying the mortgage.
Now that's what I was going to say, but then again, they had children, and you know what I'm saying.
So
our producer said
he was going to just stop paying the mortgage and just.
I mean, no, she got him in the catch-22.
It is.
So you know, I mean, he rocking a hard place. Stop paying the mortgage, be gone.
So now that's my question to you, women in the chat room, Tamika. I mean, I know we friends now. But
now y'all friends.
Yeah, we friends. But I just want to know, Tamika, what do you think when that situation happens? Because we don't hear about that at all in the media. Because I think men too embarrassed.
Well, Kiki said that's a no-no. Wow, that's crazy. No woman should outright put her hands on a man, regardless of what he has done. Tamika said spitting in my face would make me black out on somebody. Oh God.
I think everybody feel the same way about that.
That's a charge. Kiki said that's a charge. Spitting on a person. Corey said he liked it, and yes, Robin, women do it because they can. They want to know where the line is that they can cross. So yeah,
right. So have you ever been in a situation that you put your hands on a man?
The only reason why I would put my hands on a man is if he put his hands on me. So I can remember back in high school that I don't know what happened, but he thought he was going to be funny and push me down the steps. And when he came around that corner, I had the lamp and bust him in his head. I'm just saying.
Did so
anytime,
Robin.
I didn't go to anger management because all I'm saying is, no, I don't. He shouldn't have never even thought that it was funny to throw me down the steps. So he called himself going to push me down the steps. I don't know if he was playing. I don't know what happened. We weren't really arguing, but we was after that because when I busted him in his head with that lamp, then that was that. No, we're never going to get to the point where it's going to be like that because it's going to be one thing that's going to happen because I think real hard about what I'm going to do, and then it's just done.
Come back. Because it seemed like you thought it happened last night. Like, this old, right? This not recent.
This was high school.
Okay. Well, the question is, I mean, for your guest, does she see a lot of that?
Yeah, do you see a lot of that?
Amongst her age group?
Well, especially her age group.
You do?
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
So, what advice do you have for these young ladies that's out here afraid of... Because a lot of people are afraid to tell somebody because they think that it's going to be worse.
I think in her age group, do they just think it's cute? I think the dudes probably think it's cute.
I think that's what it is in my generation.
Yeah. I think they think it's cool.
Yeah. I think the girls think it's okay, and they think
because they think he loves her because he's doing that.
I think that's what makes it seem like
that's the worst thing. He don't love you, and that's for sure.
So that's a self-esteem issue in my point too. Like a lot of women with low self-esteem will allow a man, and vice versa, low self-esteem men.
But that's not what she's saying. She's saying that she ain't saying it's a matter of low self-esteem. She's saying it's just. That's just
what they do.
That's what they grew up with. You know
that's what they do.
I mean,
but
you know, like playing the dozens. They play the dozens on TV. You know what it was when we was growing up. I mean, you can put your mama anything. It was a fight.
Right. Exactly for whatever reason,
exactly.
But yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I say the self-esteem because you have to have a form of low self-esteem to allow certain things to happen.
And they keep saying. Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because, like, you know, they call me a runner, so to speak. That's because I don't deal with a lot of buffoonery. You can't
buffoonery.
No, I'm not gonna do it. You can't be in my house yelling and screaming, acting crazy every other minute. You can't be coming at me crazy for no. I mean, it's certain things you have to have standards.
I don't think that's the reason why you run. I think, well, that's a whole nother show. But
did you know what, Robin? We're gonna talk about this after the show because Robin, my therapist, y'all. She's my counselor, therapist, all of that. So anyway, Robin, you never answered the question. Have you ever put your hands? I know you say it was the lamp. And the man pushed you down, but we saying just on GP.
No,
have you got upset with a man because he stayed out too late playing or whatever like that, and you felt?
You want to throw some names?
No, I'm just saying you felt.
Oh, you want to throw some names in here?
Well, we run out of time.
Right.
You know what? We was just getting ready.
No, you want to throw names, do you?
Thanks everybody in the chat room, Kiki.
No.
Look at the time.
No, what's funny though is Tamika said, "Oh my God, Stan, you're making so much sense tonight." See, and Kiki said, I have my moments. You go, Stan.
I be having my moments, y'all.
And Kiki said, no name dropping, Stan, in all caps, because he don't want me to start dropping names. I've known this cat for over 30 years. Do you want me to start dropping
No, ma'am.
names?
I don't want you to drop anything. The subject. That's what I need you to drop. Don't drop nothing.
Oh, you would have dropped the subject,
man. That's it.
I think the ad rates just went up on that show.
So on that note, we're gonna get Robin counseling next Thursday. We're gonna start her anger management classes and all of that. I'm gonna pay for.
And we want to thank DayyBella. DayyBella, she came on tonight, and everybody. I knew we was gonna have the whole chat room filled, and there's a whole bunch of people who don't say nothing, but. Yeah, we
love y'all too. Everybody,
we love everybody. Just
we happy y'all even tune in.
But y'all gonna see more of DayyBella. I gotta talk to her manager in a minute.
Yeah,
you know
mommy,
what I'm saying?
Mommy,
and actually, mommy, somebody said that they know you, and they said, let me see where is that. Hold on, she said, I know DayyBella's mom, and she is so proud of you.
And she should be so proud because this young lady, you will see a lot of more of. and she is on her way to what we call Sky's the Limit situation. So proud to have her on. You guys seeing her here, and you will see her all over the place doing all these big networks. So just
under Spotlight under the City name.
So on that note, Spotlight over the City will be back next Monday, 9:15. Tune in, get in the chat room. We are here live with DayyBella doing her thing. DayyBella.com. Yes. 2 Y's, y'all. Spell it for them, because we got a little, some of them, you know.
Okay, it's DayyBella.com.
DayyBella.com. Look her up. It's all kind of
especially
photos
on Instagram.
On there.
She got over 100,000.
Check out her bio. A bunch of people following her around. I'm getting ready to get on her so she can help me get some followers.
Yeah, we got to find out what's really going on.
Yeah, I need to get me some more likes or something going on.
Right.
So me and her going to hang out and do that. So anyway, y'all, tune in again next week, 9:15. We have to go now. Love hard, live good, God first. We will see you next week. Spotlight.
See you later.
Cause we go together like we're